Hello everyone, Coach Cherry from Spark of Light Coaching. Thank you so much for watching. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the topic of spiritual journey. So you are on a spiritual journey. That's my message for this video. And everything I'm sharing here is it doesn't really come from any theory or anything really. It's just purely based on my own experience, and that's the message that I have to share. So how is it that you are living your life every day on a spiritual journey? So, what I learned from my own journey is that ever since I grew up, growing up, living life as a child, becoming teenager, and also, live your life growing up. Basically, I never really had this much awareness as such until something happened to my life and I sort of somehow got woken up to recognize that I am not just I am not just me. There's something in me that is bigger than who I am, that is bigger than the situations happening to my life, that is somehow uh, mesmerizing, something that is um, mysterious. It's mysterious, not in a sense of paranormal or superstitious or anything like that, but it's more of a miracle, something curious, something that so synchronized, but at the same time traumatic. Okay, so anyway, what happened is that why am I saying that you are on a spiritual journey? Because what I've experienced for myself is that from thinking I am who I am, then I woke up to a new reality. I'm not saying that any one reality is the right one, but from my experience, there are many realities, and each of them are right in your own perception. Okay, so I have woken up to a new reality of um, recognizing I am more than just me, I'm more than just Cherry. There's something else more than that. I recognize that I am a soul being because something happened to me and I felt as if my soul, my very soul, was taken away. And the fact that I realized it, if it was taken away, oh, wait a minute, I had one, didn't I? I had a soul, didn't I? So that was sort of one of many aha moment, which I call awareness. Of it's a self awareness. It's a deeper level of truth that I have discovered through life, just literally through life in general. Every day when we wake up, we never know. We have no idea. We might have some idea, but we never really know what life is gonna bring to us each day. And your life can turn from uh, from really good to something traumatic within a split second. When you hear bad news from something, when you know you've lost something you love, or when something you've been expecting for so long doesn't happen, or something really bad happened to you, someone upset you, um, something something bad happened to you, to your health, to your family, to the ones you love. Anything can happen. And so why are these things happening? I started to question that. Not in a sense of really want to know why, but it's more like blaming or sort of um, losing hope in life, kind of why life should be happy, life should be wonderful. Why is my life not as happy or not as good as others? I would always compare, and I would always ask such question. Why is life being so unfair with me? Something like that. So that's what I was questioning. But then um, I realized not through many years, okay, many years of inner work, of going inwardly, of recognizing and willing, be willing to open up to my true self, mm, to to at least be open to recognize that there might be something bigger or deeper than how my mind could actually comprehend, for the reason why life is like that. So because when I started um, to look at others' life, not just mine, but also people around me, some friends, families, or strangers, and stories that you hear. Some people have such a story. Some people have um, such a huge courage to continue loving their life with the condition they're given. Or some people that seem to be living such a happy life, um, wealth and abundance and all kinds, but at the same time ending their life um, for for many of us asking why, right? You have everything, why were you not happy? So what I've come to realize or to recognize also, not only do I have a soul, I am do I have a soul, but I am soul being. I don't have a soul, I have soul basically. And so, with that, what is the purpose of me being here? Uh, of course, we cannot wake up every day, going to work, living our life, the routine. If you have family, you feed your kids, you take them to school, you go to work, you come home, you get tired, still you cook for them, you put them to bed, you maybe have 5 minutes, just your own time reading something and then fall asleep and then wake up the next day. Life continues. That's for many people, routines like that. And for many people that are perhaps still single, dating, you wake up again, you dress up, you have time for yourself, so forth. You go to work, hard, happy or not, what have you, and then come home, everything. And then one day we die, basically. That's just that. So what is it that we're here for, right? What is it that we're here for? To do, to learn, and how can we make the most of of our time here? In my, it it has nothing to do with religion or anything. It's just my own belief, which I'm not saying that you have to believe in what I believe, and I do respect in all kind of beliefs, but I believe everyone has their own belief, and it's good and they do, because there's something, belief means faith, and faith is something we need for purpose of life. So in my belief, I believe that um, there's life beyond this lifetime, basically. So um, I believe I am a soul. I'm soul, a journey of a soul. I've been traveling, and I'm passing through this lifetime to learn, to evolve, and to expand, because that's how I feel it. I don't recognize particularly what I was or what I've gone through, my past life, what have you. It's still mysterious for me. And do I know for sure I'm going to something next after life? No. It's just a kind of thing that you choose to believe, and you have faith in that. It's just a feeling you have in here, in your heart, that you cannot explain. It's not because I've read from somewhere, not because the way I am brought up. I have I've grown up in Buddhism religion, which is teaching about life after death. But that's not how I actually recognize that there is. It's not because of that. It's just something that is inside me as a knowing that I am passing through, and I'm going somewhere. And I'm here to learn, to evolve, to expand, and to go to a better place, to embrace life. And for that reason, that's why. And my life has been so challenging, very, very, very challenging in all area. Myself, um, family, friends, love life, work, career, financial, everything. Um, it's all been so challenging. It's really testing my limit. It's really um, uh, touching me to the core. Okay, it's really given me. It has given me a lot of dark nights of the soul, which means like the low of the low, the darkest days of my life. I have lived through that many times before. So that's when I recognize that whenever life challenged me, there is a message in that. Life doesn't turn challenging for no reason, and a lot of the time we tend, humanly, we tend um, to get drawn under the emotion, the feeling, the fear, the egos, the feeling that come with the situation, with the challenge. Um, but then that's the thing, that's the very thing. If only we recognize that it's there not to destroy you, it's not there to destroy you, even though it is. Even though it appears to look like it is, but it's not really there to destroy you, but it's there to actually make you. It's not there to break you, but it's there to make you better, to make you become better, to make you something, to get you to learn, to rise above, and through that process, something is happening. It could be healing, it could be strengthening, it could be enlightening, it could be new awareness, it could be expanding, it could be consciousness evolving. Okay, it could be many things if only the only thing, the flip, the key is the awareness of recognizing that is there not to break me, not to destroy me, but to make me, but to lift me up, but to push me out of the limit that I have inside my hate, that it is my limit, which is illusion. It is not true. And I'm not saying that yes, I've gone over, all the limits that I have. I still do have some limit in myself. I still have fear. I still have egos. I'm a human being, but I'm learning. I'm learning, and I'm welcome uh, the bad days as much as I do welcome the good days in my life and every day forward after my recognition. And that recognition is what I call spiritual awakening. Once you have that awakening, right? Once you have that awakening, that's when you recognize that, oh gosh, I am on a spiritual journey. I have been ever since I was born, or maybe long before time, even before I was born. The whole reason, perhaps, of me coming here, experiencing a human, um, having this human experience is part of a journey of a soul journey, spiritual journey. So, of course, I am here as a human, and like every one of us here. Another thing I also recognize, that today I'm having a good day, honestly, yes, but 2 days before, not at all. I had a really, really challenging time. Okay, 2 days before, and even the week before, it's just the thing that keeps challenging me. If you like to know more story, go to my story on the on the website, and then you probably can guess what that is. But anyway, just to say that today is my good day, but then again, I am very well aware and prepared if something were to happen to me in the next second. Could also be right after I finish. I hope not. Thank God. Please don't bring me too much just now. But if that happened, you see, how can we how can we not per se to control our emotion, but how can we still not be destroyed by it, by the challenge, by the sad news, or by the anger by the um, let's say by life. Okay, when life gives you a bad day, basically, how do we live through it and actually strive not to survive but to live? How do we still live through our bad day? Okay, so the I would say the tips that I like to give is to always recognize that it's a silver lining. It's a blessing in disguise. There's always be something good in it. There's always be something good in it, even though it doesn't really make you feel anything near good. But there is, because the good thing comes after the storm. Here, the storm is stirring, is coming, destroying everything, destroying what needs to be destroyed so that the new seed, the soil, um, the toxic on the surface can be washed away, and the new soil underneath can can come up, get receive the sun, and the seed, which is your soul, can then grow and spring and evolve and expand. So storm every now and then is necessarily for our growth, for our expansion, for our wealth. For our wealth, I'm saying it is because you can be a millionaire, billionaire, you can have all the material things that you want in this world. You can, but you may still feel very empty inside. So that's how spirituality is the core. It's my experience. Okay, is the core. And when you have that wealth, you don't need much really. You do need practical things for your life to continue, because this is the life that we live in. But you don't really need much. You need a car that is good, but you don't need to per se, you know, feel like you have to get BMW or Mercedes or Ferrari. And if you don't have the money, you're like, oh, I need to work for it. I need to get it. There's no greed in that sense, because it's like a pursuit of happiness, whereas happiness is not a destination to arrive. It is a being. It's just a being. It's just the state of accepting what is. That is the happiness. That is the freedom. When you have that freedom, you have true happiness, because you are not conditioned. Your happiness is not conditioned by anything, including having to having to have some sort of, so-called materialistic worth around you, or of yours to process. Okay, so anyway, back to where I was before. When life gives you bad days, how can we still live? Not to survive. You don't want to survive. You want to live. You want to live every day. In the good days and bad day, I want to live, because you don't know after the bad day, is that the last day of your life? You still want to live, right? So how do we survive bad days? So by having the recognition that you are on a spiritual journey. Well, a spiritual journey, if there's no bad, how is it a spiritual journey, right? Because it's all about learning, evolving, becoming, um, getting to a deeper truth, and really truly sort of understanding and becoming actually happier with less and less and less condition in life. So that what is, well, again, my own experience. I'm not talking of anyone's theory. This is my pure experience. So I hope if you find that resonate, then I really am happy that I can share. Um, but do feel free to question, feel free to think otherwise. There's really no right and wrong. Okay, there's no judgment. There's really nothing, is just what is. People have different experience and you have different experience. Everyone has a different experience. And the good thing is that we share. And yeah, that's what makes experience. That's how we embrace it, right? Okay, so when life gives you bad days, so bad days, when you recognize that you can still live through your bad day, is when you take that chance as a chance for your soul to learn some lesson. Life is always giving you some lesson that you are here for, that you need to do to go to a better place. And if you are not in so much into a life after death, let's talk about here and now, because if eventually there's only here and now anyway, right? Like right now. So to go to a better place, when, how? Well, the next second after this moment, this realization is going to be better for you if only you realize that um, there's something good in it, and what is it there for me to learn. So you see, after that thought, as the next split second is already a better place for you. Right? Maybe not as though you can call a happy place just yet, but then again, how do you define happiness? Because if, yeah, well, happiness, maybe we define it as a comfort feeling, right? It's the feeling of feeling comfortable. There's nothing disturbing me physically, mentally, emotionally, um, but hey, spiritually, spiritually, you are being disturbed because you are meant to expand your comfort zone, to let go of the conditions you are holding for yourself to be happy. So if you can be happy in the conditions by which you are being disturbed by emotion, physical, mental, and you can still find happiness in that. It's not a kind of entertaining, or it's not a kind of entertaining or comfortable happy or happiness. Is not that, but it's the kind of peace. It's the peace that you still have within, knowing that in this bad day, it is teaching me to let go, to detach, and to accept what is, for whatever situation you are facing right then, right then, right now. So if you can just look at it and just, it's what is. What is it telling me about myself? It's not what is it out there anywhere externally, nothing there. But what is it telling me about myself that is disturbing me, um, that is taking away my peace, my comfort, my happiness, my joy? There's nothing wrong with that, but once you recognize what that is and you let go of that, because okay, maybe I'm holding on to it, and so when it's not happening, it's not good for me. I'm suffering. I'm losing my happiness. You see? So, because of these conditions that we subconsciously or consciously have for us to be happy, is the very thing which maybe you call it egos, could be the ego minds, you see, um, is sort of imprisoning us in the area, in the zone where within, only within this area can we be happy. But we really have no control over that, because life, we really don't have control of life. Life is a life force. It happens and you have no control over it. What you can control is yourself, and how you think and how you understand it, how you can accept it and let go and detach, and expand your comfort zone. And when I say comfort zone, it's not only mental, but it's emotional, spiritual. So expand the comfort zone by let go. letting go, drop it. And it's really disturbing when you are dropping it. Say you love someone, he or she is not giving you the love you know you deserve and you should have. And you've done nothing, to deserve anything less. But yeah, yet again, that's not delivered. So what is it there that's disturbing you is expectation, isn't it? Yes, it is true. You deserve better and you don't deserve that. But you got it. You got it from that person. So it still doesn't define that you do not deserve that. You do deserve it. But who is gonna give it to you? It's only you, basically. And having held that expectation is the very thing that's actually challenging you. The only challenge that we've been challenged by life it's our own. It's our own perceptions, our own conditions. And I'm saying this not because I'm already enlightened. I'm like, no, not at all. But yet again, I'm on my spiritual journey. Like I said, yes, I did let go of so many things. I have to say that I have transformed into a person who, um, not very, well, let's say I really hardly get angry at anything, anyone. And I'm like full of love. I truly feel lots of love and light coming from my own being, overflowing. So that is through letting go of the identity of how I hold myself and thinking this is me. I have to be like this. I am this good. You have to treat me this way, or my own sort of I have my dignity, yeah, so I don't, I keep my dignity, but some sort of pride or ignorance. So, this has a lot to do with the recognition of um, spirituality, your own spirituality. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wrap this up. At this point, the key I want to say is that you are on spiritual journey, okay, and if life is giving you some hard time or not really giving you a hard time but you feel like you're not happy, something's missing, what is life, what am I doing, okay, or that, okay, you are given a hard time and you feel like I wish, you know I wish I died, or I wish it's all over, I just couldn't have any more courage to pick up myself to continue life living happily. If you're stuck in that vibration, if you find yourself um, stuck, stuck in that stagnation, I'd like to bring this message to you all that there's a way forward. Um, there's a way forward, and the first step you need to take is to open up to the message of the situation that is happening to you right now. And you will find that message through the awareness of realizing that you are bigger than who you think you are. You are not just you are soul being. You are having a spiritual journey in this lifetime as a human. Everything's happening to you has a purpose. Regardless whether your mind can comprehend or not, it has a purpose. And when I say purpose, it's always a good purpose. It's always something for you to learn. So be open to be a student and let yourself be your best teacher by learning, asking this coaching question. Okay, so coaching question. What is it telling me about myself, this feeling that I have? Once you find that, that is the very thing that is challenging you, not the life itself. Life is only triggering you. Life is triggering you to see that conditions that you're holding that is keeping you away from being truly happy. And the true happiness, from my experience, is the ability to accept what is by letting go of conditions that I hold for myself to be happy and embrace everything that is happening to me in every breath I take, whether it's good or bad, there's always something good for it. And feeling very thankful and giving gratitude to every moment in life. Everyone's coming across your path, bringing you good, bringing you bad, bringing you gift, bringing you something not so nice. It's all part of a bigger plan, and we are all here together as one. So I'd like to finish and wrap this up, okay, with a little wee bit of self actualization, okay? So if you like to picture or visualize, you don't really have to visualize, but it is real, it's in there. Your brain right here, right? So you know in our brain we have left, right brain. That's where the duality is being created. But something that maybe you do or you don't know, when we were born inside the womb physically, the first thing that's being developed, our first organic that's being developed is our heart, isn't it? Yes, it is. So it's your heart. It's the first thing being developed. So your heart is actually your brain. The heart, our heart is the first physical organ that receive message, information, and everything that you're feeling, including your thought. Okay, so it starts here and then it goes up here. So I'd like you to with that awareness of your inner organ from the brain, if you can walk your awareness from your brain down your throat through your chest and move to the left inside your heart, walk your awareness there, and you feel right away from two becoming one. That's where you're connected to the source of love from the Mother Earth, the source of love from yourself, from all beings around us. And that's the recognition of oneness. And that gives some sense of peace, isn't it? Some sense of joy and love overflowing. So you feel it in your heart there. So live more often with the awareness in your heart, okay? Because the heart is where the wisdom springs, is where you have your knowing. It's where you don't need to think, you just know. So it's where the truth lies, basically. It's not the knowledge, it's the wisdom, it's the truth. Whenever you have questions, or even the question I was telling you before, what is it telling me about myself? Go not from there, walk your awareness from the brain, down your throat, through your chest, turn left into your heart, and recognize that knowing. Okay? That's where your soul, your being, and your everything lies in this human form. Okay, so that's it. You're on your spiritual journey. I wish you all the best. I wish you every day expanding, growing, and evolving, rising above, rise above. Okay, and become happier, happier with the detachment and less condition of your own happiness. So stay tuned If you would like to have a coaching sessions with me, you know where to find me. So reach out. And I do regular workshops here in Amsterdam every Thursday in Sawdust. So find out also the information, which I have the link attached below in this video. So take care, stay in love and light, and live in your heart always. Thank you. Namaste.